with his business. And he's the type of person that he would help anyone. And he made a couple of mistakes behind some of his family, his friends, and stuff like that. Before he met this big huge, I was about $30,000 in debt with him for $13,500 of fines and putting tags on the truck, buying parts for the truck, and all this and that. And so, I was basing on, okay, that's my son, $30,000 ain't gonna kill me because I'm 61 years old. So long as you can get back on his feet. Well, he came to me one day about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, man, and he says, Daddy, I got a way of paying your money back. So his business partner is your mom. All the way, I always talk about paying my money back. I said, guys, y'all get y'all stuff straight first.
Hold on.
So
Hey,
he
hey,
said, Dad, I
Pop.
gotta go.
Hey, Pop. Are you on?
Yeah,
Are you on?
you gotta
Are
be
you on the?
still.
Are you on the earpiece or something, or are you just on a regular phone?
I'm on a regular phone, but it's an echo in it.
It's an echo in it.
But it's not. It should be.
Yeah,
It
it's an
should be.
echo. You got an echo, Carol.
Is it still
Yeah, you got
echoing?
an echo.
Is it still echoing?
Not now.
Okay.
Not now.
Okay.
Where you need to start at? Because I got a whole. I talk to my son every day.
Okay. Can hey Lola, is he sounding any better? Fee, Lola.
I don't. I'm sorry. I had to come back. I had to cut my mic on. I don't really hear a difference, but I mean,
You don't hear a difference. So he doesn't have any app like this, y'all, and he just has a regular phone. So we're trying to get it the best way we can. So Pop, go
Daddy,
ahead.
get it close to the phone. Take it off speaker and put it to your ear.
Okay.
Take it off speaker, put it to your ear.
Can y'all hear me better now?
That's a lot better. Okay. All right, Pop.
Okay, I had no speaker.
Okay, so let's try it with that. Go ahead. We're listening.
Do I need to start all over?
Yes, sir, you can. Go ahead.
So, okay. So before my son and his business partner, they were very successful. They were making a couple $1 million a year, and it went from a couple $1 million a year to nothing during the COVID because the rates went down again, the prices went up, and my son he made a couple of honest mistakes behind his friends and his family. Well, of course, during that they accumulated a bunch of charges like tickets and stuff. So when the business started going down, I tried to help him. So I ended up paying like $13,500 for charges because they took their truck license. They couldn't put license to they pay these fines, and then I had to put license on the truck. Anyway, make it all so short. So before he met Miss Boot, I know her as Marilyn Barnes because that's why I got my receipt. When she wanted this $5,000, they were only let me send 2,500. So Boot Barnes, Marilyn Barnes, y'all call Boot Hughes. So
So
anyway,
Boot got $5,000 from you.
I got receipts where I sent 2,500 because they were only let me send 2,500, and I gave him the other 2,500, and he gave her cash up or ever how I get because I told her Marcus, make sure you get receipts for what you giving her like that. So anyway, this is the deal right here. So I said, Marcus, he came to me, let me back up a little bit. So he came to me and said, Daddy, before I knew about Boo, he said, Daddy, he says, I got a way that I'm gonna pay your money back. I said, don't y'all worry about paying my money back. I said, y'all get y'all stuff together. And so anyway, I said, how? He said, I got this woman write me a $500,000 grant. I said, oh yeah? I said, Marcus, I said, for real? I said, who is she? And so he didn't want to tell me right then. He laughed. And I said, well, how do you know this lady? He said, Lala. I know Lala. I met her. That's his supposed to be picked up him, his manager. So Lala, I said, okay, how do you meet her? He said, Lala was over in Atlanta with her. and she was standing right beside her, and she says, I got the guy on the phone I've been trying to tell you about, Marcus. She says, Marcus? Uh, she says, okay, his name is Javon. Well, Javon, I follow him on YouTube. So anyway, tell him to call me. So anyway, Marcus, he wouldn't call us.
So Pop, just to make sure, and I might interject a couple of times so we can be clear on what you're saying. Are you saying to me that you are a witness? You were there when Lala introduced Boot to your son.
He had me. No. She didn't. He had me on three-way. Guess Lala didn't know it. He had me on the phone. I was already talking to him when he talked to Lala. Wow. Okay, so I didn't hear no more conversation. And so I said, okay, Marcus, I said,
so
now.
Lala lied to me yesterday saying that she didn't introduce him.
Dude, let me tell you something. If she told you that, she lied because Marcus had helped that woman. If I'm not mistaken, her dad's house burned up. He helped her then. He bought her equipment for her to make T-shirts and all that.
Daddy, don't get into all of that. Don't get into all of that. That's not what we're here for.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. That's going to be a whole... wait, hold on. I'm finna tell you now. That's going to be a whole nother... I was finna cuss. That's going to be a whole nother conversation to the side, and we're going to talk about that later. Because that has something to do with... But no, we'll stick with this subject. So Lala is the one that introduced him, because she was saying that she wasn't in the beginning.
Right. So he's got a buddy that you producing music for him named Bam. These people I talked to many times. Bam, Lala. And so Bam says, yes, a Boot. You know who she is, man. So you need to go ahead and call her, because he wasn't going to call her at first. So Mark called her, and he spilled his guts to her about his business and how he was doing, how he was doing bad, and all this and that. And so this is the next weekend. She said, you need to come over the next weekend. I gave Marcus. He said Marcus needed to pay. I gave Marcus $1,000 of cash money. $100 bills. I gave him $1,000. He went up there, and apparently he done paid this woman. This woman says she's a grant writer. Third biggest on the East Coast over there in Georgia or whatever. And so she's a grant writer. So he carried $1,000, don't know what he paid her. But anyway, after then, I told him, I said, I want to talk to this lady, Boot. And so he put me on three-way. I talked to Boot. Boot told me this right here. At the time, I said, my son owed me about $30,000. I had put about $30,000, close to 25 or whatever. I can't remember what it was. I got it on the sheet right now where I sent his business partner what they owe me. Really what I gave them, but whether they paid me or not, before I met this lady Boot, that was fine. So in a way, excuse me for skipping around, because chronologically, I can't remember how to put it together, everything.
That's all right.
So I talked to this lady Boot. And this lady Boot says, I'm going to write your son a $500,000 grant. I said, because he ain't got no business worrying about no money. And this and that. Says, I told him, I said, Javon, you owe your dad a lot of money. Your dad said, that's the first one you got to pay. I said, God, the guy right there, what she told me. She said, that's the first one you got to pay. So now I know. I said, yeah, Miss Boot. I said, my wife and I, we're separated. I got to go through a possible divorce in March. I said, and I need these loans paid off. She says, I know. She said, I know. You'll have your money before then. Like that. And so anyway, man, she sang so real. So anyway, come a Boot. She promised him a $500,000 grant. She told me out her mouth that said next year I'm gonna give him a $3 million grant because he want to start a trucking school. And it said, and I want him to do music up here. He may have to travel back and forth or either move up here. I said, I said, Boot, if you can, she talking about a $2 million studio. she was sending pictures of the studio. I said to Marcus, and Marcus said to me, and I said, okay, I said, Mark, you had to move up there, man. What you do with your family? And I told Miss Boo, I said, Boo, I said, he just had to move because I just talked to this woman about 4 or 5 times, man, on the phone. And so she said, yeah, he had to move to Atlanta. And he had to soon move like that. So anyway, he promised that. And next year, $2 to $3 million. And so I told her about I need to pay the loans. And she promised me that she would get me the grant. The grant was coming. Okay, so I'm sitting here looking. So look, Boo wrote him said she said emergency fund, $6,500. The emergency $65,000.
Wait a minute.
$65,000.
You said an
She wrote him a
emergency
check.
fund? Did you say an
She
emergency?
wrote him a check.
Wait, hold on. You said an
Right.
emergency.
She said that she got an emergency fund from the just for the government, from the grant, emergency fund, and she wrote him a check for $65,000. Well, he didn't go cash his check because with stipulations on the check. I guess she had to wait till he go to these schools every weekend. We were keeping the kids, me and my wife. She would keep him, I would keep him, whatever. We worked it out. And so every weekend he had to go up there and go to these schools. If it's about taxes, he'd go to a tax school. If it's about this, he had to go to that school. In order to this government grant.
You got to clarify because these people are going to take it and run it in the ground. So clarify. Y'all forgive my father. He doesn't do this social media stuff.
Yeah, that's okay,
it's tax classes. She had me coming out every weekend.
Rock, okay. Yeah, classes. That's okay.
Classes.
I didn't say
Okay.
school. Okay.
That's okay.
I'm sorry
we
about
got
that.
you. It's
But
okay.
So then she was saying, I don't know, this lady must have someone in the government. Which once you get your social security number, she got someone in the government to look up your information and tell exactly what you got. But she told him about, okay, it says, talking about some red flags, and you got bankruptcy. Okay, then she talked to the bankruptcy lawyer a couple of times, you know. Then she said, Javon, who's $7,500 for taxes or something like that. So I think I said the whole $7,500 up there for the first taxes, $7,500. And then she turned around and said, what are these taxes? I thought we paid taxes. $5,000. I said, she wanted me to send $5,000. I only send $2,500 to Walmart. And I gave him the other $2,500. Said that. So anyway, I can't really, okay, the $7,500 markers, I took out of my little stash, out of $18,000, I took $15,000 out of that and gave you. So that must be for some for the taxes. Okay. So then she brought up the school loan. She said the school loan is so your school loan is so old that the government required you to pay 10% of the school loan before we can give you the bankruptcy the grant. And so what's 10%? He told me 10. She told me 10. Well, I talked to her then, and she told me 10,000. But apparently, she told him when she talked to him, she added 2 more thousand to it. He got 2,000 for his mom, so $12,000 he gave her on that. And so now I'm saying here, so where is the money gonna come? Then the last thing, dude, was okay. The bankruptcy court they holding this against you. Right in the escrow, we done check. So the escrow, you got to pay $10,000 for the escrow on the bankruptcy court, and then we can release the grant. I went and made a loan for $10,000 personal loan. My last straw. $10,000. I even got her on. I got her on the phone with Marcus because Miss Peggy, the loan officer, asked me, "So you sure this is not a scam?" I said, "No, it can't be a scam. My son been going up there for the last 4 or 5 weekends. He talked to the lady. They stay in the same room at the hotel. This and that, blah blah blah." Because I even asked Marcus. Now, y'all off the record, I asked Marcus. I said, Marcus, I said, now, this lady, apparently, I said, I'm listening to what people talking around here. I said, she's got to be a cougar. I said, you sure you ain't got nothing to do with her? He said, Daddy, that woman, that's the oldest mama. He said, I can't do that. This was business only, man. He said, business only. Like that. So anyway, I made that $10,000 loan. I heard her on the phone. Miss Peggy heard her say about the grant. They heard her talking and everything. She wouldn't talk to the man because I done made a $10,000 loan at one credit union, a $15,000 loan at this credit union, and got an additional $10,000 on a personal loan at this credit union. And they put it off for 45 days if I can start paying on it. 45 days. I said, I can't stand on it. I got to pay my wife $850 right now. Well, I paid for one payment. It started October the 1st. And Miss Boot knew this. She knew all of this, that was the stuff I was going through. And so anyway, she promised to give him this grant. So the $10,000 I gave him. So anyway, we waited on the grant. Marcus said he was going to the bank. He went to the bank on a Monday or Tuesday. He told me, he said, Dad, I got still yesterday. Monday or Tuesday, went to the bank. I kept calling. Let me remind y'all that I call my son every day. From 6 months since he been like this, I call him every day. And especially with this dealing with all this money that I'm kicking out, I call him every day. And so they went to the bank, and he had me on speakerphone, not on speakerphone, but on phone. She came back out the bank. She said, the grant is straight. You good to go. You're going to receive the money. That's what she said. I heard her say that. I said, and I hung the phone up. When he said that, I hung the phone up. I said, we're good to go. He called me one day. Let me see. He called me one day, and let me tell you something. This was last week. I felt that something was wrong. I really felt something wrong. I called this business partner.
Hold on, Pop. Pop. Hold on a second. Press pause. Press pause 1 second. Just hold on a second. Boot, if you listening, and I know you are, Boot, I pray in Jesus' name that this shit ain't true. Because if it is, Boot, I'm going to do everything I can to help these men get justice. My heart is aching right now. A man believing in his son, and go and put himself in the amount of debt that he has put himself in. And you're steady milking these guys, man. If this shit is really true, and I ain't gonna tell y'all to forgive me because I'm cussing, and don't nobody else in here go to just, but if this is true, because I'm imagining this being me or my family member, I am speechless right now. And this is amongst us? This is, I've talked to Boot. Ain't no way in the hell. Ain't no way in the hell. Ain't no way in the freaking hell. This is cold-hearted bullshit. Heartless. And steady milking and ain't provided one dime. I don't even care, T. No words can suffice No words can suffice. The only thing that can help this is getting that money. I don't give a damn about the excuses. If his father wasn't on the phone, I would say it in another way. But for Ruck, an excuse and anything else, because with all the receipts that I have from both Boot and this father, and they ain't stuttered, they ain't stumbling over words, they've been consistent. Ain't no way in the holy hell. If these brothers are lying, then they got me. And you're going to have to do some damn proving to prove that these brothers ain't lying. And to everybody in this room, I hope y'all stand with me to make it loud. And Boot, I love you. I promise you I do. But if you ain't coming up with this money, I'm praying that somebody that's connected, we help these brothers get justice. Because this some bullshit. And even after if it were that she go to jail, if this is true, because I want to hear from her, but after more than just hear, I want to see some results, man. And quartet community, my mother is the queen of quartet. I'm not going to stand and hear nobody that only in quartet. This is what happened in quartet. No, this is not just what happens. And this was a man. This is a young man that wasn't even a part of quartet. Believed in somebody because he was introduced to her by his so-called manager, damn Lala. And Lala on the phone yesterday I ain't got shit. You got every damn thing to do with this. Everything. And I know you damn listening too. And only thing she was concerned about is not being thrown up under a damn bus. She ain't trying to protect him. She ain't trying to cover him. She tried to keep him quiet. You don't need to go public. If you go public, how you gonna get that? You steady trying to keep his mouth damn closed. For what? And now you got me feeling like you got some shit to do with it too.
I told y'all.
And I don't give a damn what you say, Lala. You look like you just as dirty as she is. And if you ain't, nigga, you need to come up and prove it. Help this man get his money. And all y'all niggas that still deal with Lala and still deal with Boot until they come up with this damn money, I hope enough of us come together to get rid of all y'all niggas. And I'm going to use my voice because shit like this ain't funny, man. This is not funny. And if it was my family, it wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't be like this. Hell no, ain't no way you going to be texting me and know the shit you done and you still walking the streets. God gracious covering. Because this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny. And I'm mad. I'm angry.
Calm down, Harold.
And I'm listen to what I'm saying. This is hurtful. Taking advantage of an individual's vulnerability and steady milking them. This is sad. And I hope any one of y'all niggas, until she come up with that money, I will use my platform to rag on every nigga that I see attached to Boot until she come up with this damn money. And I will use everything that I got in my power, my voice, and everything else. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Nigga, you ain't got nothing to do with it until she do you dirty. And like I said, Boot, if this shit ain't true, the best way you can prove it, come up with this damn money or get them niggas their money back. Lala, right now, to me, you full of shit. And all y'all that's dealing with Lala, I'm saying it. And you got a problem with it, you can damn see me.
Can I speak while you calm down, brother?
No,
I,
I'm gonna let them. We're gonna come back to the stage in a minute. We're gonna come back to the stage in a minute. But this some bullshit, y'all. And just like I went hard for Shay, I'll go hard for this brother too. And I dare one of you niggas to try to act like me and him must be sleeping. Try it, nigga. Try it. Tired of trying to be religiously and don't cut. Man, kiss my ass. This some craziness, man. If somebody did this to my mama, if somebody did this to my brother, if somebody did this to my son, it wouldn't turn out like this.
Harold, calm down.
It wouldn't turn out like this.
Take your tone
if
down a
they
few
get me out of
Come on,
jail,
come
I
on,
get that money
come on,
back.
come on, come
Take
on,
it down a
come
few
on, come on, Pop. Come on, Pop.
Y'all.
I'm sorry, man.
Hey,
Just forgive me, sir.
I'm
Bear with
glad.
me.
I'm glad you said something. Because I'm so mad now. I don't know what to do. What hurt me so bad is that she took everything, all the hope that we had, and this boy survived. She saw that he was vulnerable and took all our money and plus another part of 15,000 just to pay the groups, 20 Quintet and all of them, to pay them for the last show they had and didn't give the boy none of his money back.
Hold
And
on,
told
hold on.
him,
Somebody get Schoolboy up on this stage. Get Schoolboy up on this stage because
Is
he in
he
this
in
room.
here? Is he in here, or do we need to ping
He
him?
in here. He was in here. Get Schoolboy up here.
Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Bring Schoolboy up here because he gonna speak for himself. Go ahead, Pop. We listening.
schoolboy, I don't know you. She took $15,000 from another party that my son thought that she took the money. She said the money was paid. She had to pay $30,000 of his escrow, counting $10,000 and $12,000 me and his mama paid. And she said that wanted him to pay, wanted him to borrow $15,000 so she can pay the groups of Swanee Quintet and all them on this last show they had sometime last weekend or whatever. But she says I give 30 back. I would even give 45 back. She didn't give it none back. She claimed she was in the hospital, sick, and that boy sat in a hotel. And she didn't never hear from her no more. I said, Mom, you heard from her. Man, it was so sad. He got home and knowing that woman that raped me out of $30-some thousand dollars and plus it was so bad. I didn't do. And plus she took $15,000 he was responsible for. He said, Daddy. Okay. He said, how would I take care of my son? Daddy. Oh, my God. Hal.
Yeah, bro.
Hal, let it.
Okay. All right. Hey, Pop. Just
I can't.
She just going out like that. She took all our damn money for two
Lord have
parties.
mercy.
Okay, Daddy. All right.
That's all right, Pop. One way or another. One way or another. One way or another. We gonna get this. We ain't gonna let you out by yourself. And you ain't alone. You're not alone. And God is gonna bless. God is gonna open. God is gonna. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, and I know it doesn't. It doesn't seem like. It doesn't seem like there's a there's a out to this, but there is. There is.
Yeah, she took all my shit, man. I had all this money put aside to help my son if I need to, or my kids, and she took all of it now. He telling me that I ain't gonna take care of his kids, my two grandkids. I can't even do that. I had to go in my retirement account yesterday. I can show you and make a $50,000 loan so I can pay these loans off. I can't pay a $2,000. I got $35,000 loan for this boy, and she took all of it away from us, man. What made this woman think she could just take our damn money and get away with it, man?
Hey Hal, I don't know if you're reading the comments, but there are some people like in the comments that want to donate to them, and I don't know if they have like a designated
I don't give
cash
a
app
damn
or
what you live,
We
Zelle or
gon'
Bob.
anything.
we
I don't
we
give a damn what you live.
we're gonna do everything the right way. We're
Okay.
gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You don't have to worry about it. We're gonna do it the right way. Hey, I need somebody to get in touch with my guy Larry Reed. King Jive is already on it. Um, but I need somebody to get in touch with Larry. I don't want this to stop right here. Um, and Pop, y'all just hold on a second. I want you to take a break, gather yourself back together. Yodi, I know you know I trust you, so keep it clean. But come on.
Okay, so I am so angry right now listening to this. I am angry. And I can tell y'all with certainty, Lachelle and Boot, because I know y'all listening. Lachelle, you got off real easy in 2011 because Tyrone Porter saved you. God rest his soul. But he ain't here, honey. And I got a bigger gun in 2023 than I did in 2011. So you and Boo, you might have schemed, but see, people get killed for about $5. So you around here playing with all of this money. Somebody gonna get you, girl. I'ma see y'all. Yeah, I'ma see y'all. I told y'all 3 years ago that Boot was trash. Trash. And I'm so sorry that I'm sitting here listening to this. Lachelle been trash. Lachelle been had me blocked since 2011. She like I'm not a mean-spirited person. I try to go along with what's right, but I ain't going along with wrong. I'm never going along with wrong. But baby, Boot Hughes, this man ain't my daddy, but I'ma call him Unc. And Unc, you ain't got to worry because until you get all your money, I'm gonna get your money's worth.
um,
I got a story to
Gerald,
tell. Lord have mercy.
Gerald Tyson. Come on.
Good afternoon, Harold. I do appreciate what you're doing to try to help people. I'm going to go into a little detail and also going to be from a law enforcement vision. Also, I want to just explain to y'all how it happened. I met Madeline Barnes. Madeline Barnes goes with several names, not only Boot Hughes. That is her alias name. She also stated when I met her, I was doing a program, MC, and I did Ricky McDuffie's funeral. I spoke at that funeral very well. And she said that you're an attractive guy. You dress very nice. And I see that what you're doing, but you need a grant. I said, what do you mean a grant? She said, the type of work that you're doing, you're helping people. So I want to let you get up to $275,000. for your, since you're promoting everything, I want to help you in your promoting business. And I said, oh, really? $275,000? She said, yes. She said, but what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to come to some of my seminars, and I'm going to make you, I'm going to have you to help me do these different things. She also stated that she had several different mansions in Florida, and she also worked for the government. She was a federal agent, all that. She had been all over the country and all out the country. She also been a U.S. Marshal. I said, really? So at that time, Jennifer and I, we were speaking at Pastor McDuffie's funeral, and I had a plaque and we put her name on it. So Jennifer Darton was with, me and my wife at the time, a Filipino. Jennifer Darton, Jennifer and Company, spoke very well, and I introduced her to Boot Hughes. Boot said, I want you to speak for me from now because we like your voice and you speak very fluent. She said she's going to have a seminar in Buckhead, Georgia, near Atlanta. She want all us to be there, but the thing for us to get this money is we have to have, we had to go to 3 different seminars, 3 different programs, faith-based grant, meaning that we're going to have, it's a grant, but you have to be faith-based. What she mean about that is for her to be able to, these programs that she's doing now as a promoter, that's how she's getting the money. So what had happened is she had people from all over the country to come to this seminar. From people flew in from Miami, people had hotels everywhere. And what we had is we had name IDs on. At that time, me and my wife had departed. I was with this other promoter, her and I. And I said, listen, I need some extra money. I had already put a whole lot of money in myself. I said, look, send me another $200 because Boot Hughes say that we can get another $100,000 if we put up so much money. And if you put up $700 to $800, you can get so many millions of dollars. I said, oh my God. So we was in this seminar. We had to stay downstairs. Me and Jennifer and Company, Jennifer Darton, her, and she had a nurse of hers was on the thing, her daughter and everyone else. So we had to stay downstairs because it's supposed to be such high profile. Since she's supposed to be working with the government, we could not go upstairs to the top floor of the hotel, which is the Hilton. That's where the seminar was, okay? So we couldn't go up there until they brought us up there. So she had 2 guys in black pants and white shirts. They had to come down and get us. We had to be on a list and all that. I said, man, this girl is big time. And she said she had government agents up there with her. So it was very high profile. So I said, she must came in on a helicopter, you know what I mean? Or something. So once we got upstairs, I met other people and some other artists were there. I wish not to give their name. And she also told them they was going to get a grant. So she had me to stand and everybody else. She said, give your name and where you're from. I said, I'm Gerald Tyson. I live in Birmingham, Alabama. And what you going to do with your grant? I said, well, I'm supposed to be getting $275,000 and we're going to continue to promote programs. That's what we want to do with this. And everybody else gave their introduction and all that. We sat back down. She said it was federal agents in the back. Check this out, Harold. She had federal agents in the back, so y'all be careful, and they're going to be monitoring everything. And then she even had someone from Wells Fargo. She had some people from Wells Fargo there to tell us how to invest our money. Oh, my God. She said, y'all don't need your social security number. Put your bank account number on here and send it to We Care Crisis Center. She gave us a white envelope. We had to put our name on this paper. She had to scan us to make sure that who we said we were. We had to have ID. We gave us our ID and we sat in the room. So at that time, she had Jennifer and Company to speak. Jennifer, hi, I'm Jennifer Company. I'm a spokesman for Boot Hughes. She lied to Jennifer. Jennifer didn't know. God knows she didn't know. And she was saying Boot Hughes is a federal agent. She traveled all over the country. She been to different places to help poor people and all this. And she have a We Care Crisis Academy in Florida. Well, found out her Crisis Academy is right there in Georgia. Found out, me being in law enforcement, I contacted the sheriff department in Georgia. She lives in Eastman, Georgia, and that is the county of Dodge County. So when I talked to the other agents, they said they was investigating her and they also wanted to arrest her. Well, with that, we found out that she had over 28 felony charges of forgery, and she had been in prison. And she also was at Dodge. She was in Dodge County Correctional Facility up there, where she had scammed so many people, preachers and everything else, promising this money. 27 charges. That is why you never heard of Boot Hughes until around 2018, because she was in prison. Okay? She is a white-collar criminal, Well, she had been arrested for these charges. She had got out and she had been on probation. Me being an officer, I know. So what we had to do, now listen, everybody talking about what all they going to do about Boo Hughes. The only way you can do this is everybody come together. We got to contact the Solicitor General's office because of these grants. Now, she also told us that our money would be an account. That was in November, okay? Around November of, I guess around 2018, right before COVID. We were all there. She said, y'all wait until around December the 23rd. Your money will be in your account. You send this paper to We Care Crisis Center. Once we sent it to We Care Crisis Center address, it was a phone address. It went back to Eastman, Georgia. Now, she had a girl, I'm going to call her name, Toya McClinton. That is the girl supposed to be in the secretary for Boot. Well, I went to the Shirley Caesar concert in Sumter, South Carolina. I said, well, I seen Boot making some shirts. I said, well, she got to have a big, beautiful van to put all this stuff in. So when I went out there, she had this old white Yukon or whatever it was. I said, wait a minute now. For this girl to have all this money, she cannot have this type of driving this around here. Finding out it was all false, it was fake. So I asked about my money. I said, Boot, what about my money? She had this faulty claim that she was talking to this financial advisor with the federal grants. These grants that she was over, said that, well, Mr. Tyson, you got to go ahead. We'll send him his money right now. So she had somebody send me all this stuff to keep me quiet. So I found out it was false. So she sent me all my money back, hundreds of dollars. She reimbursed me that back through Walmart. But everybody else didn't. One thing about Harold, in that seminar, we never did ask for each other's phone numbers from all over the country because we were afraid that she said if we said anything, we talked about these grants or whatever, she was going to take us off the list. And we was going to lose, and the federal government was thinking that all we want is the money instead of the faith-based grant, instead of going out to help somebody. So Boot Hughes, Marilyn Vance, I told her several times what I was going to do. I told y'all about it, Harold, a good while ago. So that's why she don't like me. I still love her. God bless it. But she is a white collar criminal, and she specialized in this. She prey on people. Anybody that's an artist, anybody could sing or whatever. I felt so sorry for so many because I had my own money, Harold. I did my, listen, I'm going to tell you something. In order to promote these programs, it costs you thousands of dollars. So I was wondering how was Marilyn Vance was able to promote all these programs. What it is, she using everybody's name. She get your name, and also somebody in the federal government got to be getting her this money. She do not have a job. Me, the Swanee Quintet, even you, Harold, all of us have to get up this money to do this program. That's why Marilyn Vance have to do program, because she showed the federal government what she's having these nonprofit, faith-based program, which is quartet singing. That's why she's on all of these flyers as a sponsor, because she's getting all the other money. So she get half from a 5013C, which is a federal grant. All right, so she getting the money off 5013C, but she using other names because, first of all, she cannot get a grant because she is a felon. Hello? She cannot get a grant because she's a felon for all the money that she's getting. So she's getting thousands of dollars. So after me and Jennifer and company, all of us were waiting on our money December the 23rd. But every time we supposed to be getting the money, something happened. She said, well, all y'all as a group, if somebody don't send in their information, we can't get the money. So she kept on till she finally got approved. When she finally got approved back in that December, she bought her BMW. She said, thank God I'm finally approved. So that's why her name been out there. Before 2018, you never heard of a Boo Hughes. That is an alias name for her to get this money, but you cannot hardly find her now. If y'all think it's easy to find her under these grants, because it's special grants and the different names that you got to get her. So what we're going to have to do, everybody, if you are a victim, y'all need to contact me, because I'm still somehow in law enforcement. I won't discuss that. But I'm telling y'all right now, we have to go to the Solicitor General's office with the federal government that can report this. So all this talking that we're doing right now, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you right now, sir, I'm so sorry what happened to you, but you're not going to get your money back. Because Boot don't have that type of money. She spent that money. She used that money. She abused people. And that's how she make her living. She do not have a job. So how does she get all this money? That's what she's doing, y'all. So, Harold, I appreciate it. I appreciate you helping out others. And, also, the money never did come. We wait on our grants. She said, well, you can't rush grants. You can't rush grants. So what had happened, she done got all the money already and had all these papers signed. But remember, one thing we never did know. We never did put our Social Security number on it. I should have known, me being in law enforcement, you got to have a Social Security number to get all this money. She had somebody from Wells Fargo tell us how to invest. So I'm telling you, she's pretty good at what she do. And she really don't have any conscience. She beat all these people out of money. She's still doing it. So everybody, I need to get y'all number. Y'all need to contact me, Gerald Tyson, And Harry, if you want the number later, we'll do that. But everybody gonna have to come together. But gentlemen, I'm sorry, he's not gonna get the money back. And she's continuing doing what she's doing. Thank you so much. Any questions I answer?
Pop, Javon, did y'all get to hear that?
Yeah, we heard it.
Well,
They just said that we ain't gonna get our money back.
Let's say
I mean,
this.
we don't have no chance to get our money.
Let's say this. You
Go
may
down
not
there to
get your
Eastman,
let's
Georgia, and get that mobile home she live in.
hey, hold on. Hold on. You may not get your money back from her. But again, and um I'm not gonna give up hope on not not with getting your money back from her, but that God restoring. I appreciate Gerald Tyson for what he said. And yes, we have to do more. The conversation is where it begins. But we need to go from here forward. Um, if what you guys are saying are true, um, then we need to organize for real. And I'm saying this to it's over 600 people in this room. We need to organize for real. And and make sure we organize the right way for real and take the right action so that we can get the right results. This
Right.
is not just something where we coming together to do a program and all it is and it's so no ma'am, no sir. Because if Boot is making a living out of doing this, she needs to be stopped. And
That's right.
Lala, I'm saying this regarding you. Anybody until she proves different, what you did, Lala, and how you did is dirty. And I wouldn't trust nobody to work with you. I'm saying that out of Harold's mouth. And anybody that's working with you, I say this to y'all, you better watch her. Now she's good for what she good for when she work, but you better watch her. Because what she appears to be is an individual, she'll go hard for you. She'll go hard for you. But when it comes down to her having to stand and separate, she was supposed to be this man's manager. And she did try to tell him, hey, you didn't, she told me, to her defense, she told me, she said he didn't tell her until later. And then when she told him, when he told her, um, when he told her, she asked him, why didn't you tell me? Then when he said he talked to me, she got mad and hung up on him. Now that's what pissed me off about Lala, because I asked her, how the hell you gonna get mad at him and hang up on me because he said he came to me and I just stuck my neck out for your ass. I used my platform more than one time to help you. Then stand up at Roy's position and coerce people to bring money to you. And you gonna get mad at this man because he come to me?
She got mad because she was the bus driver for the scam. He was the mark, and she and Boot, they played him. She and Boot, let me tell you something, Harold, it goes all the way back to where the Bible says, except two men agree, they cannot travel the same road. Them hoes been agreeing. Them, yes, I'm not trying to cuss, but them ladies been doing it. They been doing it. And she knows she introduced him to her because she knew what he was capable of. Don't think that Michelle is not going to interact with nobody that she don't have a financial benefit from. That is Lachelle. That was my issue. Don't use my name to screw over nobody because I will gun you down. I'm saying that's what I said to her. I've said it. I've answered for that in 2011, but it's still the same thing. So they're still doing the same thing. Lachelle was doing that in 2011. Yeah, Boot Hughes, Marilyn Manson, whatever the madman, strong face, Bob Gun woman name is, she should have took some of that money and got her some teeth. And probably she would probably do better. But Boot, get them people back their money, or I'm gonna come down there to Eastman and move your mobile home myself, and we're gonna see what we can get for it. We're gonna start right there. Then we're gonna get your cars, Boo. We're gonna get them things crushed. We're gonna see. Like that's how y'all gotta do. Y'all gotta start taking their stuff. We're gonna get them big bloomers you got. We're gonna sell them too. We're gonna sell your stuff till we get their money back. So you can do whatever you want to. But if I pull up in Eastman, I'm gonna come with your sheriffs, honey. I'm gonna come with the police to get your stuff. I'm gonna show them how to get it.
I'm gonna tell you now. I need help. Listen to me. I need serious help. I need help. I need serious help. The right connections to deal with this situation. Not just Javon and his father, but if this lady is doing and she's using this quartet community as her target, like they're describing she is, she needs to be stopped. And I'm not talking about in a violent way and and doing harm to her physically. She needs to be taken off the streets. She needs to be put in jail, and she needs to suffer for the crimes that she's committing. As far as Lachelle is concerned, I don't care to deal with her, and I don't care to deal with nobody that's dealing with her that choose to trust her. It's time for this community to stand for something and stop talking all this bullshit about we ain't the reason why we don't never. Nigga, shut the hell up and stand up and do something. Stand up for something that's right for a change. That's what the hell you do. And if me and you join together and you and somebody else join together and enough of us join together, this shit'll stop. We don't need everyone. We just need the right ones, and the right ones will impact everyone. I'm tired of all this bull swanky, all this bullshit about how quartet don't come together. Nigga, shut up. We do come together. And I'm done with this, man. When the opportunity comes to bring change and to make change, you niggas get ghosts. And sit around and talk shit until somebody do something to you. Then you want to come to me. Harold T, I need your help. Harold T, let me sing you this. Harold T, off record. But all the other time, Harold T ain't, it's messy. I don't deal with that. Nigga, kiss my ass. And I mean that from the depths of my heart. Tired of trying to be nice and politically correct and, oh, we don't need to talk like nigga. Away with that. I need some help. And one of the things that I'm going public with Anybody that deals with Boot Hughes, anybody that deals with Lala, Lachelle Crump, I don't trust you.
Ooh, thank you,
And if you
Harry.
have an attitude, she ain't done nothing to me. Well, you ain't done nothing to me either, but I don't trust you. And I will encourage anybody to not work with you.
I just got a message and Boot seemingly put a response on Facebook saying all is well. Tomorrow is my day to shed a lot of light on
I
things.
got the same shit.
Oh, she doing it on your show or just on her own platform?
I don't
Boot, boot.
she I don't know what
She
I
talking
don't know
about
what
her
she's
own
doing.
platform. She must be talking about her own then.
I don't know. The bottom line
Boot.
at this point right now, until she show that she's making good of what she owe, I don't care what the hell she say. And like I said, all of us will be damn famous.
Mm-hmm. Isn't she supposed to be in Georgia tonight?
Listen, we will not use this platform to incite any kind of violence.
Oh, I'm not
Because
inciting anything.
this some legal shit right here. This some real shit. And I'm not finna play those games. This is not cracking jokes time. This is not just throwing stuff out there. I'm not on that today. I'm just as serious as Jesus is alive and well. And any and everybody that's ready to take some real action to stand up for something. That's what I'm interested in.
This
Well,
Tell
my
Michelle,
reason.
tell Michelle she's unblocked.
So my reason for the question was
Hold
if
on,
she
baby.
was going.
Hold on,
Okay.
baby. Tell Michelle she's unblocked. She could come in the room. I didn't realize that I still had her blocked. Tell her she could come in the room. Let me know when she in here. Go ahead. Go ahead, Yodi.
No, what I was saying was she's Boot Boot Hughes is going to be at an event in Georgia. So what I'm saying, not to do anything violent to her. That's not what I was saying. But I
Okay.
was saying she could be met with the detective or even a U.S. attorney's office because see, for a lot of what she did, those crimes where she was saying about the IRS, that's more than just federal. I mean felony. That's a federal felony. You cannot pretend to be anybody like that. So what y'all could do was y'all know she gonna be at that show tonight. Get her and get her. She'll have to talk to them people about why she pretending to be somebody. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying get her there and beat the brakes off of her. Yeah, not
I got
yet.
you.
But I'm saying she would have to talk to them
Stop
people.
saying that, Yodi, because you don't
I
want
mean,
nothing to
I'm
be held against you. Stop that.
okay. I'm sorry about that part. But what I'm saying is though she could talk to them people. Like you could really it's enough information right now that those people would be standing out there when she got to the program or when she came out of the program and they could go in the program and sit right beside her and say, hey, we're gonna have to talk to you.
Go ahead. Your phone your we can't hear you, Gerald. You might have to I don't know what's going on with your phone, but you don't
Okay, can y'all hear me there?
yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, no, you can't do it like that. First of all, you got to go to the GBI, Georgia Department of Investigation. You got to go to GBI first of all. That's up in Georgia, up in that county where you did what they did, where she did this crime. You got to file a complaint first. and then they would investigate that way. Also, for the federal grants for all these people that all this money that was paid, you all got to get with the solicitors general. As I said, we need to all get together, get these names, and we file a federal complaint. She will be arrested. She had been already in prison for this